And a pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Prairie Meadows. For those of you on track, glad that you're with us on this beautiful Memorial Day, weather-wise. Welcome to those of you joining us on the simulcasting network or on Prairie Meadows YouTube TV. We've got 7 races coming up today, the first of which is 42 minutes away. A couple of things we want to make you aware of. Bobby Newman, by the way, our track announcer, will have all the changes on the program coming up with 30 minutes until post time. But prior to that, just a couple of quick reminders for those of you who are delving into your programs or racing forms in anticipation of the card. In race number 3, that's our jackpot pick 5. The carryover going into today is $20,552. Carryover begins in race 3, jackpot pick 5, $20,552. If you'll turn to race 4, we've got a couple of scratches in the 4th race. In race number 4, scratch both number 2, Roku Nana, and number 5, Bernardi. In the 4th race, scratch the 2, Roku Nana, and the 5, Bernardi. The 2 and the 5 are both out of today's 4th race. In race number 5, we have a scratch of number 2, Lady Captain. In the 5th race, scratch number 2, Lady Captain. Race 5, scratch the 2, Lady Captain. And then all the way to race number 7, where we have 3 scratches to make you aware of. Before we do that, though, I want to remind you that the jackpot in the Super High 5 is up over $9,500 heading into today's final race. And in the final race, scratch the following trio. Number 2, Lady Riley. Number 8, Shelley's Money. And number 9, An Awesome Legacy. Race number 7, scratch the 2, scratch the 8, and scratch the 9. Super High 5 carryover, $9,501. We're 40 minutes away from post time. Bobby Newman, our track announcer, has all of the changes on the 7-race card coming up in about 10 minutes. Glad you're with us, whether you're here live on track or anywhere else watching online or on one of the simulcast locations throughout North America. Post time for the opener is at 4 o'clock. Good luck. Good racing.
And they're off. Whether you're betting big or just here for the thrill, one sure thing is Scornavacca's Pizza and Pasta, and we are located just across the street. We've been serving Italian signature dishes since 1973. From hand-tossed pizzas to hearty pastas and sandwiches, we've got the winning recipe. Located right here on Adventureland Drive, we offer dine-in, carry-out, and delivery. Check out our full menu at scornos.com. And here's a hot tip. Mention this ad and get $5 off your order to have the win at the wire. World-famous Jethro's Barbecue, located just across Adventureland Drive, serving slow-smoked baby back ribs and wings that were voted best in the city. Try Jethro's smoked 1-pound ribeye steak, a steak that tastes like it was cooked over a campfire. Come for the best happy hour in town with half-price beer and cocktails. Jethro's Barbecue, your Altoona neighborhood sports bar.
Whether it's the thrill of competition, a rewarding business venture, or a social outing with friends, many Iowans are drawn to horse racing each year. But did you know, horse racing is a key driver for our state's overall success. Here are 5 ways that horse racing is a win for Iowa's economy. From job creation to direct and indirect wages, horse racing has an enormous impact on the success of Iowa's economy, reaching nearly $200 million in total economic impact. In 2017, Iowa's ag and equine industry was one of the top 10 GDP-producing industries in the state, and the racehorse industry looks to contribute even higher economic growth in the coming years. Overall, the industry supports more than 2,961 jobs in the state of Iowa. And on average, one racehorse can employ upwards of 30 individuals to train and care for a horse over its lifetime. Most Iowans are unaware of how many sectors of Iowa's economy are dependent on horse racing. For instance, a 10% decline in horse racing outputs would lead to a drop of $20.3 million in Iowa's economy. Since 2012, Iowa has seen a 35% increase in horse sales, and a recent study has revealed that horse sales are now ranked 11th in Iowa ag sales. As you can see, horse racing helps Iowa's economy win by a wide margin. Thank you to all Iowans for your continued support.
We invite you to savor the flavor of the finest Tex-Mex food in town at Casa Agave. You're sure to find plenty of favorites at the hottest new restaurant in Altoona. Casa Agave. It's in the old Claxons location on 8th Street Southwest, just around the corner from Prairie Meadows. It's Casa Agave. We'll see you there. Whether you want to relax and eat your favorite comfort foods or have a few beers and watch the game, Sam's Bar and Grill is where the locals go. Voted Best Sports Bar in the Des Moines People's Choice Awards for 2023 and 2024. With a wide selection of local craft beer, 15 TVs, and free entertainment, Sam's has something for everyone. Conveniently located just around the corner at 3160 8th Street Southwest. So grab your friends and get ready because it's always a good time at Sam's. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Memorial Day of racing here at Prairie Meadows. Here now are the changes in today's races. Conditions for racing today under clear skies. The track is fast. There are no changes in today's first race. Start of the rolling doubles, rolling pick threes, and early pick four. And there are no changes in race 2. Please note that number 4, Fifth Avenue, will not race with Lasix in race number 3. Third race, number 4, Fifth Avenue, will not run with the medication Lasix. The third race starts the pick 5 today. There's a carryover of $20,552 in the jackpot pool. Race 4 begins the late pick 4. Scratch 2, Roku Nana, and 5, Bernardi. Scratch numbers 2 and 5 from race 4. In the fifth race, scratch 2, Lady Captain. Scratch 2, Lady Captain from race 5. There are no changes in the sixth. In the seventh race, scratch 2, Lady Riley, 8, Shelley's Money, and 9, An Awesome Legacy. Scratch numbers 2, 8, and 9 from race 7. Seventh race offers super high 5 wagering. There's a carryover of $9,501 in the jackpot pool. Post time for the first race is 4 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, grab a bite to eat at Homestretch and Furlongs. They're serving all your favorite concession classics. Visit Hops Lounge to refuel with a refreshing ice-cold beverage and a quick bite.
Hello, race fans, and welcome to Prairie Meadows. I'm Brian Orelko, President and CEO of Prairie Meadows, and we're excited to have you with us for a great day of live racing and entertainment. We're proud to be one of Iowa's premier entertainment destinations. We made history as the first racino in the nation, creating an industry model. Horse racing is where it all started for Prairie Meadows, and it remains at the heart of who we are, along with our strong commitment to charitable giving. We're a public nonprofit dedicated to supporting our community, our partners, and the future of racing. Enjoy great food and drinks in a family-friendly atmosphere, whether you're watching trackside, the clubhouse with panoramic views, or around the world. Welcome to Prairie Meadows, your favorite place to play.
And race number 1 is coming up in 13 minutes. 13 minutes until post time. 1 mile and 70 yards kicks things off as far as race number 1. 12 minutes until post time. We've got ourselves a field of 7. These are non-winners since October the 25th of last year. The claiming price is $5,000. The current favorite on the board, and you're looking at him, number 3, Contact Racing for Kelly Martinez. This horse tried a more difficult race last time out at 1 mile into 16th and finished decent 5th that particular day in a 10-horse field, that coming over at Fauner Park. We'll see if Contact Racing is able to carry that form over to here and be a factor in today's first race. He is 4-5 on the board currently. Alberto Pusac has the mount on the current favorite, Contact Racing. Couple of horses next door to him. Let's start with the horse on the left. That's Briggsy. Briggsy has apprentice jockey Ronnie Huckabee in the saddle as Briggsy takes a little turn. Briggsy for trainer Larry Donlan. Couple of starts at Fauner Park as well. In fact, a lot of horses coming from Fauner Park. Of the 7 horses in the first race, 4 of them made their most recent start at Fauner Park. As you can see, the horses are heading to the walking ring for today's first race. The current favorite remains number 3, Contact Racing. Daily double wagering kicks here. There's also daily pick 3 wagering, rolling pick 3s and rolling daily doubles all afternoon and into the evening long. 1 mile and 70 yards for the opener. Good luck in race number 1.
Horses for the first race are coming onto the track. This race at 1 mile and 70 yards. No program changes. First race offers win, play, show, exacta, quinella, trifecta, superfecta wagering. Starts the rolling doubles and rolling pick 3s. Begins the early pick 4. The track is fast. Here's the field for race 1. 1 Midnight Rules, Alex Berzer. 2 Briggsy, Ronnie Huckabee. 3 Contact Tracing, Alberto Pusac. 4 For Real, Christian Alvarado. 5 Husker Butch, Ken Tohill. 6 Mr. Thunderstruck, Elvin Gonzalez. And 7 Hawks Creek, Walter de la Cruz. 7 minutes to post.
This Memorial Day, we pause to honor all who've served this great country. We remember that some gave all, but all gave some. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats as we present our national anthem.
All right, the horses are on the track for race number 1. We're 5 minutes away from post time for the opener. The favorite continues to be number 3, Contact Tracing. Contact Tracing for Alberto Pusac, currently 9-5 on the board. The outside horse, Hawks Creek, is getting some play. Trying to find Hawks Creek in there. We'll look for the orange cap. That does not appear to be in the picture at this particular moment, or is hard to kind of tell from a long view. But Hawks Creek is getting some play. Walter Dela Cruz has the mount on Hawks Creek. Hawks Creek arrives from Oaklawn Park, where he's been making his last couple of starts. And there he is. There's Hawks Creek. William Martin sends out Hawks Creek, claimed 2 starts ago for $8,000, in today for $5,000. As he searches for his level, Hawks Creek will be making his first Prairie Meadows start and is currently getting played at 2-1. There's the 6 horse, Mr. Thunderstruck, just walking into your picture there. Mr. Thunderstruck, Elvin Gonzalez has the mount on Mr. Thunderstruck. A couple of horses coming out of the same race as Morning Cup, the 4 and the 6. Mr. Thunderstruck finished 3rd to Morning Cup, who came back over the weekend, ran a pretty good race, settling for 2nd if memory serves. But Mr. Thunderstruck certainly figures at this level. We will see if he's ready to go today. That race was at 6 furlongs. He's around 2 turns today at 1 mile and 70 yards. He likes this racetrack. Mr. Thunderstruck has made 11 starts over the Prairie Meadows surface. 4 wins, 2 seconds, and 3 third-place finishes. Kelly Martinez sends out the 6 horse, Mr. Thunderstruck, currently at odds of 7-2. We're 3 minutes away from the opener. Post time is in 3 minutes. It's the first half of the late double. Pick 3 begins here. Rolling doubles, rolling pick 3s throughout the afternoon. Good luck in race number 1. Should also tell you that if you're out on the apron and you want to get a real good look at the start of a thoroughbred race, we invite you to find a spot on the fence just to the left of the winner's circle. Get those cameras ready and either turn them to video and get the horses busting out of the starting gate on their 1 mile and 70 yard journey. Race 1, 2 minutes. Good luck.
Horses have reached the gate. It's post time. At the gate for the first, Midnight Rules goes in. Here's Briggsy. 4 Real. Contact Tracing. Husker Butch. Mr. Thunderstruck. Waiting on Hawks Creek. They're all in line. And they're off. Good start for Briggsy once off the fence, and here's 4 Real showing speed. Mr. Thunderstruck right on the pace as well, and Hawks Creek is there too. He's going to be forced wide as they make their way into the first turn. Followed right now by Husker Butch. Midnight Rules will save all the ground. Husker Butch just had to check sharply, and he's now at the back of the pack, passed by Contact Tracing, who avoided that trouble. Field covered by about 6.5 lengths, and they make their way around the first turn. Easy opening quarter of 24-3, and the leader now is 4 Real for Christian Alvarado. 4 Real in front, about a half a length. Still room at the fence for Briggsy, and he's right there in the second spot, while Hawks Creek tracks in the clear third. These three have cleared away from Midnight Rules. Mr. Thunderstruck getting a little closer from the 5th spot, now only about 4 lengths behind. 2 trailers are Contact Tracing and Husker Butch. 48-2 was the opening half mile, and it's 4 Real in front as they head for the far turn. He leads now by a clear length. Hawks Creek takes up the chase in the second spot. Midnight Rules moves through an opening down at the fence into third, and Mr. Thunderstruck is just alongside of him as they're trying to close in on 4 Real, a clear leader, coming to the final quarter mile. 4 Real in front, but the cavalry's out for him now. Mr. Thunderstruck, Contact Tracing on the extreme outside with a huge move to challenge for the lead, and Contact Tracing has taken over at the top of the stretch. Contact Tracing in front inside the final furlong. Whip out on both 4 Real and Mr. Thunderstruck. Midnight Rules down along the fences 4th, but it's all over for Contact Tracing. Contact Tracing, Alberto Pusac to win it impressively. Tight for the minors, maybe Mr. Thunderstruck outside Midnight Rules. 4 Real was 4th. Results unofficial. The winner 3, Contact Tracing. Second 6, Mr. Thunderstruck. Third 1, Midnight Rules. Fourth 4 Real. Returning toward the winner's circle, 3, Contact Tracing. 8-year-old chestnut gelding by It's My Lucky Day out of Gatorize. He's owned by D&L Farms. Winning trainer Kelly Martinez. Winning rider Alberto Pusac. Contact Tracing was bred in Kentucky by Gessler Racing Limited. Running time 1:44.1. The results are official. Exacta $15. Quinella $5.80. Trifecta $11.10. The Dime Super $27.85. Up next, today's second race, no program changes. 22 minutes to post. Ladies and gentlemen, the bell you just heard ringing means the connections of number 3 Contact Tracing have donated a minimum of $50 to Hope After Racing Thoroughbreds, the organization dedicated to helping Prairie Meadows racehorses find forever homes and second careers after their racing careers are over. Thanks again to the connections of Contact Tracing for bringing awareness to thoroughbred aftercare.
might think it is, but this, it's not a race. It's more. It's a reminder to get out more, to take more photos with friends, to have more of those nights you never want to end. It's all the more reason to get all done up, and it's all back at Prairie Meadows. The party, the patio, the live racing. It starts May 2nd and runs all summer long.
Race 2, 13 minutes away, 13 minutes until post time for the second race. Another rolling pick 3, daily double, etc. Start right here. These are Iowa bred. 6 furlongs is the distance of race number 2. A field of 7 getting set to participate, and there is the odds-on favorite right now, 3-5 on the board. Patio from Tokyo, getting Lasix for the first time. Patio is. Regular rider Glenn Corbett stays aboard in the 2026 3-year-old debut for Patio from Tokyo, bred by the Crimson King Farm of former Channel 13 anchor Scott Pope and his wife Allison. Champion mare, My Woman from Tokyo, and this is her 3-year-old baby, Patio from Tokyo. Boy, if Patio runs to those workouts, going to be very, very difficult to beat. Those workouts are absolutely outstanding. If she is ready to go, 4-5, she clicks up just a notch on the tote board with 12 minutes until post time. And right next to her, there's the 6 horse. That's I Know a Guy. I Know a Guy, trained by Brandy Joe Fett. Brandy Fett had been having struggles. Her barn had not got off to the good start until yesterday. And she won a couple of races, and we said it was liable to come in bunches, and they did yesterday. She saddled a pair of winners, has an opportunity here to find the winner's circle with I Know a Guy who was well backed at odds of about 5-2 back on the 2nd of May. That was Derby Day, our first race day of the 2026 season. Glenn Corbett has been aboard I Know a Guy in both of his starts, but he's busy. He'll be aboard Patio from Tokyo. So Ken Tohill has accepted the mount on I Know a Guy, currently on the board at odds of 6-1. There's the 5 horse, War Boy. War Boy was the morning line favorite in the race at odds of 2-1, but is now up a tick, 3-1 for War Boy. War Boy for trainer Tanner Tracy. This horse led until deep stretch in the 2026 debut at 5 furlongs, just caught in the late going. That was a field of 8. The comment in the program says denied, and that's what was happened to War Boy. War Boy should benefit with that one under his belt as far as conditioning wise. He looks like he's going to be a big player here today. Race 2 coming up in 11 minutes. The favorite, Patio from Tokyo, is even money. Good luck in race number 2. Daily double, pick 3, roll on, superfecta wagering as well. Good luck in the second.
Horses for the second race are coming onto the track. This race at 6 furlongs, no program changes. Here's the field for race 2. 1, No Free Kisses, Alfredo Triana Jr. 2, Wagon Power, Elvin Gonzalez. 3, My Jersey Says Good, Alex Berzer. 4, Flat Sprout, Alberto Pusac. 5, War Boy, Orlando Mojica. 6, I Know a Guy, Ken Tohill. And 7, Patio from Tokyo, Glenn Corbett. 5 minutes to post.
Second race 5 minutes away, 5 minutes until post time for the second race. Iowa bred maidens going 6 furlongs. Another rolling double, pick threes here as well. There's the longest shot on the board in the middle of your picture. That's the one horse, No Free Kisses for trainer Dave McShane. No Free Kisses. First start of the year for No Free Kisses. 3 starts last year. Best start, at least finishing wise, was start number 1 of 2025. Finished third, did show speed. In fact, has shown speed in most of his races. This son of Free Drop Billy, Alfredo Triana Jr. has the mount as he clicks down now 15-1 on the board as the longest shot on the board now becomes the 4-horse Flat Sprout. It's 5 War Boy as the odds have really changed since the horses were in the paddock. When Patio from Tokyo, the 7 was a big favorite. War Boy was taking some play, but since then the 5-horse War Boy is really starting to see some of the money come in that direction. War Boy, as we mentioned earlier, ran a terrific race, ran too good to lose, to be honest. That was a 5-furlong affair back on the 2nd of May. Fought for the lead every step of the way, took the lead, held the lead into deep stretch, only to be passed by Outmatch in the final the shadow of the wire. War Boy with that one behind him. We'll see if he's ready to graduate today and become a maiden no more. Orlando Mojica has the mount on War Boy for trainer Tanner Tracy, currently the 4-5 favorite on the board. There's War Boy on the right-hand side of your screen there with the green cap. The horse in the black cap just leaving the screen momentarily was I Know a Guy. Brandy Joe Fett trains I Know a Guy, and I Know a Guy was off to a decent start. 5th place finish last time up, but one would assume this one will be a lot tighter with that one behind him again. Brandy Joe Fett's barn yesterday won a couple of races, 2 races yesterday for Brandy Fett. We'll see if the barn is getting hot. Yesterday is an indicator. It certainly is. There's the 2 Wagon Power for Tanner Tracy. The other Tanner Tracy horse in this race, Wagon Power. 1 start over at Hawthorne, ran 3rd in a 5-horse field, but that was against Maiden Special Weight. Subsequent to that has come over to Prairie Meadows, and I beg your pardon, that workout at Hawthorne on the 14th of May. Fired a bullet, best of 18. Wagon Power's been here before. Wagon Power for Tanner Tracy at odds of 10-1. Race 2 in 2 minutes. 2 minutes until post time. Good luck in the second race.
Horses have reached the gate. It's post time. At the gate for race 2. No Free Kisses goes in. Here's Flat Sprout. Wagon Power. War Boy. My Jersey Says Good. I Know a Guy. Waiting on Patio from Tokyo. They're all in line. And they're off. Warboy broke alertly, so did I Know a Guy. Patio from Tokyo right there on the far outside. Flat Sprout right there with the leaders as well. They're followed by My Jersey Says Good, who's fifth in the early going, and now about 4.5 lengths off the lead. No Free Kisses near the back of the pack, and the trailer is Wagon Power. He's last of the 7 and well off the inside for the run past the half-mile pole. Warboy shows the way for Orlando Mojica as they head for the far turn with I Know a Guy. Now testing from the outside. He's only 3/4 of a length away. These two in front now of Patio from Tokyo, who's a joint third to the outside of Flat Sprout. They've gotten a little bit away from the others. My Jersey Says Good still fifth, but now with 6 lengths to make up and just a 1/4 mile to do it. Approaching the top of the stretch, and it's Warboy in front, drifting just off the fence, but he's the leader as they make the turn in. Warboy under right-handed urging, showing the way from I Know a Guy. Flat Sprout runs along in third. Patio from Tokyo did not kick on, but Warboy sure did. He is pouring it on through the stretch. Warboy in front and on his way to a maiden score. It is Warboy. He won geared down by 5.5. I Know a Guy was second. Flat Sprout third, and No Free Kisses. The results unofficial. Winner 5, Warboy. Second 6, I Know a Guy. Third 4, Flat Sprout. Fourth 1, No Free Kisses.
Check. All right, Warboy wins race number 2 in convincing fashion. Orlando Mojica aboard the winner. As Bobby Newman said, the Tanner Tracer trainee wins wrapped up. Race 2 goes to the 5, Warboy.
Returning toward the winner's circle is number 5, Warboy. He's a 3-year-old bay gelding by Modernist out of Amariah Grace. He's owned by Black Oak Farm and Clayman Thoroughbreds. Winning trainer is Tanner Tracy. The winning rider, Orlando Mojica. Warboy was bred in Iowa by River Ridge Ranch. Running time 1:10 and 4. The results are official. Exacta $10, Quinella $7.60, Trifecta $57.80, Dime Super $72.22. The double paid $12.40. Up next, today's third race. Please note 4 Fifth Avenue will not run with Lasix. This race starts the pick 5 today. There's a carryover of $20,552 in the jackpot pool. 21 minutes to post. Our thanks to the connections of Warboy for donating to Thoroughbred Aftercare.
Horses are in the paddock for race number 3, 12 minutes until post time for this 6-furlong affair. This is the first leg of the Jackpot Pick 5. The carryover going into it was $20,552. The pool is building. This is an allowance optional claimer, though none of these horses in for the claiming price. So an allowance race here, entry level at 6 furlongs. There is the current even money favorite, number 6, Cybertown. Cybertown has been running in some really nice races at Oaklawn, but those races for Arkansas breds, obviously, and against Open Company when he comes over here. But he's been here before in Cybertown for Casey Schleiss, who won a race yesterday, or at least over the weekend. Has been very successful here in the past. Cybertown has made 6 starts, a couple of wins over the track, and a couple of third-place finishes. He'll want to see a speed duel materialize in front of him, and if one does, you can look for Cybertown to be rolling late. Glenn Corbett has the mount on Cybertown, currently the even money favorite on the board with 11 minutes until post time. As the horses make their way to the walking ring, there's the 5 horse and the groom taking Rome's Conquest out to the walking ring. This horse was last seen over a muddy track at Fauner Park in a small sprint stakes race there at 6.5 furlongs. Alec Berzer rode him that day. Was odds of about 5-2 in that particular race. Showed speed before giving way. Was 5th, but beaten only 2.5 lengths for all of the money. Rome's Conquest, 2 wins and 5 trips so far in his Prairie Meadows career. Jan Arnett trains Rome's Conquest. Jockeys will be getting a leg up momentarily. They'll be headed to the track for race number 3. The carryover in the Jackpot Pick 5 was $20,552. We're 11 minutes away, now 10 minutes away from race number 3. Good luck.
Horses for the third race are coming onto the track. This race at 6 furlongs. Please note 4 Fifth Avenue will not race on Lasix. This race begins the pick 5 today. There's a carryover of $20,552 in the jackpot pool. Here's the field for race 3. 1 JP Race, Alfredo Triana Jr. 2 Shoulda Bought the Bar, Ronnie Huckabee. 3 Golden Luna, Elvine Gonzalez. 4 Fifth Avenue, Walter De La Cruz. 5 Rome's Conquest, Orlando Mojica. And 6 Cybertown, Glenn Corbett. 5 minutes to post.
Race 3, 4 minutes away, 4 minutes until post time. And your screen right now, the 1 and the 2. The 1 JP Race is 5-2 on the board, taking some play. JP Race has made 2 starts at Prairie Meadows, a win and a second. Certainly had some success here. Finished out the year last year running in Remington Park, just in Oklahoma City. Had a couple of wins there to finish out the campaign. In preparation for the first start of the season, horses worked very well. That 5 furlong work back on the 15th of May catches the eye right away. 5 panels in a minute and change. Second best of 7 to work the distance that particular day. Looks as though the 1-horse JP Race fits the level well, and maybe the 6-year-old is ready to go first time out in 2026. At the head of the pack there on the left-hand side of your screen in the yellow cap, that's number 4, Fifth Avenue. Walter De La Cruz has the mount on Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue showed speed, turned for home right there with the leaders back on the 16th of May, but faded through the stretch to finish in 5th rather. We'll see if Fifth Avenue is able to carry that speed a little bit further here today. Fifth Avenue currently on the board at 5-1. The favorite continues to be number 6, Cybertown. There's Cybertown in the middle of your screen. And out toward the left of your screen with the gray pony horse leading him along. Cybertown for trainer Casey Schleiss. Glenn Corbett has the mount. This one returns to Prairie Meadows for what will be his first start of his 7-year-old campaign here. He's been running at Oaklawn Park earlier this year against state-bred Arkansas breds. Had some minor successes, well, better than minor successes, had 3 second-place finishes. Cybertown back to Prairie Meadows as he looks for his first win in 2026. Race 3, 2 minutes away. Again, this is the first leg of the jackpot pick 5, where the carryover is $20,552, and the pool continues to grow. Good luck in the upcoming third.
Horses have reached the gate. It's post time. Start of today's Pick 5. JP race goes in. Here's Shoulda Bought the Bar. Golden Luna, 5th Avenue. Rome's Conquest, waiting on Cybertown. They're all in line. And they're off, and a perfect start. Golden Luna, one of the ones who's showing speed. 5th Avenue just to his outside. JP Race comes out running in 3rd. Then it's Rome's Conquest, who's only 2.5 lengths off the lead, followed by Shoulda Bought the Bar. No speed early on from Cybertown. He's a long way last, already with about 9 or 10 lengths to make up and just over a half a mile to do it. Golden Luna freewheeling on the front end under Elvin Gonzalez as they head for the far turn. It's Golden Luna by about 1.5 lengths, now by over 2. 5th Avenue still in the 2nd spot. JP Race down along the fences 3rd. Rome's Conquest moving outside of him. Then Shoulda Bought the Bar. These 5 still well packed as Cybertown continues to trail, but he is getting a little bit closer now. Cybertown is starting to find his stride, and he's gaining ground on the pack as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Golden Luna, 5th Avenue right together as they make the turn for home. Whip is out on Rome's Conquest 3rd. Cybertown way out on the outside, still with plenty of work to do to get to Golden Luna. Golden Luna approaching the final 16th. Outside Rome's Conquest. Then we come to Shoulda Bought the Bar. Cybertown late on the scene, but it's Rome's Conquest who got there at the right time. Rome's Conquest in a 4-way driving finish and a 3-way photo for the Miners. Unofficial winner 5, Rome's Conquest. A photo for the place and show positions.
Stretch drive for race number 3, very tight. Certainly for the 2nd and 3rd spot, Rome's Conquest gets the job done. Orlando Mojica's 2nd win of the year. There he is rolling down the middle of the track in the green cap. Golden Luna sets the pace until late, and here come the closers, the 2 and the 6, both closing. But in the end, it's Rome Conquest and a photo to determine the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place finishers.
Returning toward the winner's circle, 5, Rome's Conquest. 4-year-old dark bay or brown gelding by Cole Front out of True Chick. He's owned by Charles Nielsen. Winning trainer is Jan Arnett. The winning rider, Orlando Mojica. Rome's Conquest was bred in Maryland by Michael Farm. Running time 1:10 and 1. Photo shows 3, Golden Luna finishing second, third 6, Cybertown, fourth 2, Shoulda Bought the Bar. Results are official. Exacta $24.20, Quinella $13, Trifecta $15.90, the Dime Super $17.69, Double paid $14.60, the Pick 3 $9.30. Up next, today's fourth race, start of the late Pick 4. Scratch numbers 2 and 5. 21 minutes to post. Our thanks to the connections of Rome's Conquest for donating to Thoroughbred Aftercare.
Race 4 coming up next, 16 minutes until post time for the fourth race. 6 furlongs is the distance of this $7,500 maiden claimer. Scratch the 2, Roku Nana. Scratch the 5, Bernardi. The 2 and the 5 have both been scratched, leaving us with a field of 6 $7,500 claiming maidens at 6 panels. There is the 4 horse going into his stall. We'll go through the saddling process. Of the 6 horses, 3 of them currently listed at odds of 5-2 on the board. There is Days in Dublin for trainer Pam Schultz. Days in Dublin. Days in Dublin has made 13 starts in his career. Still looking to graduate from the maiden ranks. Perhaps it's today. He's been running over at Fauner Park in Grand Island, Nebraska. Got close 2 starts ago. Finished 3rd, beaten 5 lengths. Did not run a step last time out, finishing 10th in a 10-horse field. That race coming on March the 29th. Since that time, it does show 3 workouts in preparation for the return to the races. Days in Dublin. Bred in Ireland. Tries to get the job done here today and is now 3-1. The 6 horse is 4-1. That's Cruisin' for a Bruisin'. Cruisin' for a Bruisin' has made 1 start in his life. And again, to me, the horses improved the greatest between the starts 1 and 2 of their racing careers. So Cruisin' for a Bruisin's debut was not bad by any means. Did give way late in the stretch to finish a well-beaten 5th. That at Will Rogers Downs, just outside Oklahoma City, northeastern Oklahoma. Cruisin' for a Bruisin' on May the 14th, worked out here at Prairie Meadows. A nice maintenance work. Alberto Pusack has the board on the Jerry Glenn Stevens trainee. Cruisin' for a Bruisin'. 2nd start of his career. Perhaps Cruisin' for a Bruisin' can take a step forward today. He's down from his 15-1 morning line. Of course, there are a couple of scratches in here, so that will be adjusted, and is now currently 4-1 on the board with 13 minutes until post time. There's the 1 horse. Again, we're back to 3 horses. Currently favoritism, joint favorites. The 1, the 3, and the 4. There's Solingo. Solingo, Israel Hernandez has the mount on this Turf Paradise arrival. Turf Paradise horses did not have a good first week of the season, but boy, they've had a really nice weekend. So is trainer Dan McFarland. Dan McFarland sends out Solingo. Solingo, last time out, was running against Arizona-bred $12,500 company. Drops down in claiming price, but obviously loses the Arizona-only opportunity. Solingo draws the rail, and Israel Hernandez has the mount on the Dan McFarland train. He currently 3-1 on the board. Race 4 coming up in 13 minutes. 13 minutes until post time. Final pick 4 of the afternoon starts right here. Pick 4 has a 50-cent minimum. We're 12 minutes away from the 4th race. Good luck.
Horses for the fourth race are coming onto the track. This race at 6 furlongs, scratch numbers 2 and 5. This race begins the late pick 4. Here's the field for race 4. 1 Solingo, Israel Hernandez. 3 Di Risata Molto, Ronnie Huckabee. 4 Days in Dublin, Daniel Vergara. 6 Cruisin' for a Bruisin', Alberto Pusac. 7 Gold Dollar, Elvin Gonzalez. And 8 Tropic Ruler, Alfredo Triana Jr. 6 minutes to post.
All right, race number 4 coming up in 6 minutes. 6 minutes until post time. There's the 1 Solingo, the 3 Di Risata Molito. For Ronnie Huckabee, apprentice jockey Ronnie Huckabee, the 3. Tried maiden special weight last time out. Takes a significant class drop here today for this one, down to maiden 7,500. 13 tries lifetime for the 3 Di Risata Molto. We'll see if the 14th is the charm, as Di Risata Molto looks to earn his diploma here this afternoon and is currently one of 3 horses on the board at 5-2. The horse in the red cap there, that's the 1 Solingo. Solingo's that Turf Paradise arrival. The Solingo, last time out, finished a tiring 5th out against Arizona Breds, but as we mentioned earlier, horses from Turf Paradise got off to a bit of a slow start, at least early in the season. Really started to click this weekend. So when you see that TUP, Turf Paradise, just outside Phoenix, they're fitting in very well. Israel Hernandez has them out on the Dan McFarland trainee.
Ladies
The
and
middle
gentlemen,
of your
in this
screen
fourth
there,
race,
and the
number
yellow
1
cap kind of hard to
Solingo, rider
pick out,
changed
but
to
trust
Walter
me, he's in the
Dela
middle of the
Cruz. Walter
screen.
Dela Cruz
That's Days in
rides 1
Dublin. Daniel
Solingo in this
Vergara
race.
has the mount on Days in Dublin. Days in Dublin also making the 14th start of his career as he looks to earn his diploma. Finished a disappointing 10th last time out. Finished last, was never a threat according to the program. Since that race has come back and worked. Decent workout, 49 and change in anticipation of the comeback. This will be his first Prairie Meadows race of 2026 as he's been campaigning over at Fauner Park in Grand Island, Nebraska. And as we speak about him, Days in Dublin has now assumed the role as the current favorite. We're 4 minutes away from race number 4. 6 furlongs is the distance. Race 4 in 4, final leg of the final pick, first leg of the final pick 4 of the afternoon. Good luck.
Horses have reached the gate. It's post time. At the gate for the 4th, start of the late pick 4. Solingo to the inside gate. Here's Di Risata Molto. Days in Dublin. Cruisin' for a Bruisin'. Gold Dollar, waiting on Tropic Ruler. They're all in line. And they're off. Terrible start for Cruisin' for a Bruisin'. He stayed in the gate, lost about 5 lengths, and Solingo dropped back a few lengths after breaking alertly. Days in Dublin showing speed, so is Tropic Ruler from the outside, and Tropic Ruler's faster, and will get the lead for the run up the back stretch. Gold Dollar's a joint 3rd, just to the outside of Di Risata Molto, and these 4 have gotten away now from Solingo, who's trying to recover. He's 5th, but about 7 lengths off the lead. Cruisin' for a Bruisin' has 11 lengths to make up as they head for the far turn, and it's Tropic Ruler showing the way for Alfredo Triana Jr. with 3 furlongs to run. Tropic Ruler clear by over 2 lengths. Days in Dublin riding the rails into a clear 2nd spot. Here comes Solingo, and Solingo's starting to move. He's now rallied all the way up into 3rd. He's out in the outside, now about to be a joint 2nd, and he's got a big chance as they arrive at the top of the stretch. In fact, he's right up to challenge Days in Dublin for the lead as Tropic Ruler drops out of it quickly. Days in Dublin in front. Solingo's made this big run, continues to power home, and now he's made the lead. So despite the trouble after the start, Solingo is in front for Walter de la Cruz, and Solingo will get it done. Days in Dublin was 2nd, Di Risata Molto 3rd, and Gold Dollar. Results unofficial. The winner won Solingo. 2nd 4. Days in Dublin. 3rd 3. Di Risata Molto. 4th 7. Gold Dollar.
I'm ready. Down the stretch in race number 4, Solingo on the outside. Another Turf Paradise horse from Phoenix making their presence felt. They had a big weekend. Solingo just the latest. Solingo had him measured and pulls away through the final furlong to win it convincingly. The 4-horse Days in Dublin going to have to wait for another day to earn that maiden diploma. It's 1-4-3 across the finish line in race number 4. The running time 1:13 and 1/5. Solingo leaves the ranks of maidens.
Results are official. Exacta 21.40, Quinella 13.40, Trifecta 10.70, Dime Super $3 even. The pick 3 $9.30, pick 4 $34.75. Returning to the winner's circle 1 Solingo, a 3-year-old bay gelding by Lots of Mischief out of Showstopper Ella. He's owned by Filippo Santoro, winning trainer Dan McFarlane, the winning rider Walter de la Cruz. Solingo was bred in Arizona by his owner. Running time 1:13 flat. That double paid $12 even. Up next, today's 5th race, scratch 2, Lady Captain. 21 minutes to post. Our thanks to the connections of Salingo for donating to Hope After Racing Thoroughbreds.
weekend, the first of the Iowa Bred Stakes races for the summer. Friday night, we've got the Mamie Eisenhower. On Saturday night, we've got the John Wayne. And in the John Wayne, the current morning line favorite is number 2, Jack's Time, who had a remarkable season last year here and then went on to Churchill Downs where he won his final race of the year. I went down to the barn yesterday, cut up some footage of Jack's Time, and then caught up with trainer Kelly Von Hemmel. Here's Jack's Time, followed by Kelly Von Hemmel. All right, we're looking at the very versatile Jack's Time, the 2-1 morning line favorite in the upcoming John Wayne this Saturday night. Trained by Kelly Von Hemmel, Jack's Time won 5 of 6 races last year, the last of which was at Churchill Downs. Jack's Time in Saturday's John Wayne. Von Hemmel trains the likely favorite Jack's Time coming up in the John Wayne, the first stakes race for Iowa older bred males. Well, Kelly, how's Jack trained leading up to this start?
I think he's come up to this in very good shape. Worked very well going into this race. We gave him a little half mile this morning and everything went real well.
How did he mature over the winter, if at all?
He's getting there. He's still a little bit of a boy, but he's matured a little bit every year, and he loves it. He loves his job. He likes to go train. He enjoys it, and he's a pleasure to be around.
He's versatile too, right? I mean, he can sprint, he can go route of ground, as we saw in Classic Night. You'd love to have a barn full of those type.
Absolutely. He's a big, good-looking horse, but not this time. You know, you can't have enough of those. So his versatility is his best attribute because, like you said, he can go lead, he can come from off of it, he can go short, he can go long, and just whatever we've asked him to do, he's done, and that takes a really nice horse to do that.
Kelly Von Hemmel, trainer Jack's Time, likely favorite, coming up in the John Wayne on Saturday night. All right, race number 5, 14 minutes away from the 5th race. Jack's Time, Saturday night in the John Wayne, Mamie Eisenhower, morning line favorite there, Canojo. That is on Friday night as we begin the stakes races for the Iowa Breds. Older fillies and mares on Friday. The boys get their turn on Saturday. There's the 5-horse. That's Ada's Quick to It on the out there in the walking ring, being saddled away from the remainder of the horses. This horse must have a little bit of a temper, and they figured for the safety of everybody else around, they're going to saddle, they call this one saddling on the fly while walking around. The 5-horse Ada's Quick to It. Saddle has been put in place, and everything appears to be just fine. Trainer Todd Jordan tighten the girth on Ada's Quick to It. For Alex Birzer, currently on the board at odds of 5-1. This is a 6-furlong allowance race for non-winners of 2 races, Iowa bred fillies and mares. There's the 6-horse. Let's Shake It Sugar. Let's Shake It Sugar is currently 5-2 on the board. Walter Dela Cruz looking for another winner. This horse well back last time, 70 cents on the dollar, just missed. Finished second, beaten 3.5 lengths. As Song Magic was not coming back to the field that day. Let's Shake It Sugar for trainer Lynn Kleberad. Walter Dela Cruz has the mount on this one. So far, 2 starts in 2026. Came to life last time, finishing in second. Now the step forward today might be just good enough to have this one, have his picture taken, or her picture taken rather, in the winner's circle. Current favorite, Let's Shake It Sugar, the 6-horse at 2-1. And there's the 4 Sugar Down for trainer Tanner Tracy. Tanner Tracy's won a race here as he saddled the winner of a race earlier on the card. Sugar Down led every step of the way to break her maiden last time out. Of course, now has to face winners for the first time. Elvin Gonzalez was aboard that day. There was a mild upset at odds of 8-1, but it was a no doubt about it winner. Broke on top, stayed on top. Won by 1.25 lengths. That race at 5 furlongs, so an extra furlong today for Sugar Down. Sugar Down should be better with that tightener behind him, or behind her rather. The distance should not be a factor, one would assume, with that tightener. She will be showing speed. That's her best running style. As you can see, trainer Tanner Tracy putting the blinkers over top of Sugar Down's ears as they make the final preparations here for race number 5. 11 minutes until post time. This is the last pick 3 of the day. As we are down to 3 races. There's the 3, Secret Beach. Secret Beach for Christine Hicklin. Secret Beach won convincingly at 6-5. Broke her maiden first out in 2026. This 4-year-old was a no doubt about it winner that day, pulling away to win by 6.5 lengths. So like Sugar Down, Secret Beach will be facing winners for the first time. 10 minutes until post time. The horses will be headed to the walking ring. There you can see some of the jockeys moving out of the jocks room and taking their place on the walking ring. There they'll meet the trainers and the owners, get some last minute instructions, and head to the racetrack for race number 5. An allowance race for Iowa bred fillies and mares who were non-winners of 2 races. The current favorite continues to be number 6, Let's Shake It Sugar, and Walt Dela Cruz. Good luck in the 5th.
Horses for the 5th race are coming onto the track. This race at 6 furlongs, scratch 2, Lady Captain. Here's the field for race 5. 1, Dixie Surprise, Glenn Corbett. 3, Secret Beach, Ken Tohill. 4, Sugar Down, Elvine Gonzalez. 5, Add As Quick To It, Alex Berzer. 6, Let's Shake It Sugar, Walter Dela Cruz. 7, Addy Up, Israel Hernandez. 8, Strollin' Wild, Alfredo Triana Jr. And 9, Tipton, Ronnie Huckabee. 6 minutes to post.
5 minutes until post time. Final pick 3 opportunity of the afternoon. We scratched the 2 Lady Captain, leaving us with a field of 8. Dixie Surprise, the 1 horse, will race with blinkers on. Addie Up will take the blinkers off. That's the 7. Blinkers on the 1, blinkers on the 7. A couple of equipment changes since these 2 horses last start. That's the 3-horse Secret Beach that you're looking at. A no doubt about it winner last time out. Dueled early and then just pulled away at 5.5 furlongs to win it just for fun. Odds that day were 6-5. Won it by 6.5 lengths. Took over in the final 1/8 of a mile, according to comment in the program, and won easily. Christine Hicklin has not started a lot of horses, but when she started them, they have all wound up in the winner's circle. Secret Beach looks for back-to-back winners currently on the board at odds of 3-1. On the left-hand side of your screen there's the 5-horse in the green cap. That's Ada's Quick to Do It for jockey Alex Sperzer. Ada's Quick to Do It. Nice workout on the 8th of May, 5 furlongs in just over a minute. Second best of 14 to work the distance that day. Alex Sperzer has the mount on the Todd Jordan trainee, currently on the board at odds of 6-1. These are Iowa-bred fillies and mares who are non-winners of 2 races lifetime. In the white blinkers there's the 8 Strollin' Wild. Alfredo Triana Jr. has the mount on Strollin' Wild in the pink cap. This horse is currently 14-1. One start this year against a similar field. Didn't run bad race at all. Finished 3rd, beaten 4.5 lengths. The Dave McShane trainee did. And she is right now 14-1. The horse that finished ahead of her, Let's Shake It Sugar, is currently 3-2 on the board. And there was only a length between these 2 horses last time out. Let's Shake It Sugar, 3-2. The 8-horse, Strollin' Wild, was a length behind Let's Shake It Sugar last time they ran, and she is 14-1. Race 5, 3 minutes away, 6 furlongs is the distance. Final pick 3 opportunity of the afternoon. It's a 50-cent minimum. Race 5 in 3 minutes. Good luck.
Horses have reached the gate. It's post time. Set to load for the 5th. Dixie Surprise goes in. Here's Let's Shake It Sugar. Secret Beach. Addy Up. Sugar Down. Strollin' Wild. Ada's Quick to It next up. Waiting on Tipton. They're all in line. And they're off. Secret Beach hopped up slightly in his last early on. Tipton is out fast from the outside gate. Let's Shake It Sugar from between runners showing speed. Ada's Quick to It right on the pace. And so is Sugar Down. These four battling for the early lead. They're followed by Strollin' Wild and Addy Up, who race together 5th and 6th, about 4.5 off the lead. Secret Beach is recovering after the bad start. A long way back to Dixie Surprise. She is last of the 8 and already a dozen lengths behind as they move for the far turn. Ada's Quick to It has come away with the lead. Let's Shake It Sugar right alongside with less than 3 furlongs to run. Sugar Down is now shuffled back 3rd. Then Tipton. Strollin' Wild is on the move. She's about 4 wide right now in the pink cap, but she is in range as they arrive at the top of the stretch, and it's a 4-way battle almost right across the track. Let's Shake It Sugar from between runners, just the leader. Strollin' Wild trying to get to her from the outside. Tipton is back in 3rd. Then Ada's Quick to It. Others are far out of it. Let's Shake It Sugar holding Strollin' Wild at bay as they come to the final 16th. It's Let's Shake It Sugar in front. Let's Shake It Sugar 2 in a row for Walter Dela Cruz. Strollin' Wild was second, tight for 3rd. A closing Dixie Surprise or Tipton. Unofficial winner 6, Let's Shake It Sugar. Second, 8, Strollin' Wild. A photo for the show position.
Field arriving at the top of the stretch here as we look at the replay of race number 5, Black Cap. That's Let's Shake It Sugar. There's Strolling Wild on the left-hand side of your screen in the pink cap, and these two will determine it amongst themselves as they come inside the furlong pole. Strolling Wild took dead aim, but Let's Shake It Sugar dug down deep, and Walter Dela Cruz wins back-to-back races. Let's Shake It Sugar for Lynn Kleberad 6-8, and Dixie Surprise does come from way back to grab 3rd.
Photo shows 1 Dixie Surprise finishing 3rd, 4th 9 Tipton. Returning toward the winner's circle, 6, Let's Shake It Sugar. 3-year-old Dark Bay or Brown filly by More Spirit out of Shaken Sugar. She's owned by Ted Griffian and Lynn Kleberad. Winning trainer is Lynn Kleberad. The winning rider, Walter Dela Cruz. Let's Shake It Sugar was bred in Iowa by Alan Poindexter. Running time 1:11.4. Results are official. Exacta 1040, Quinella 540, Trifecta 2730, the Dime Super $46.10, Double paid $10.40, the Pick 3 $9.70. Up next, today's sixth race. No changes in the sixth. 21 minutes to post. Thanks to the connections of number 6, Let's Shake It Sugar, for donating to Thoroughbred Aftercare.
Up next, 16 minutes until post time for the sixth race. 6 furlongs is the distance of this race. It's an allowance optional claimer, but there are no horses that in under the claiming price. So we will go 6 furlongs in the first half of the late double. Current favorite on the board is the horse you're looking at, the 1 Triple Up for trainer Casey Schleiss. Ken Tohill will be aboard. Triple Up, making what will be his first start locally here. He's been at Hot Springs, Arkansas, where he began his 4-year-old campaign. Did not race at all at 2 or 3. Late getting to the races, Triple Up has been. But won first time out. Didn't take him long to break his maiden. Since then, he's come back and he's won again. So very nice start to his career for Triple Up. Worth the wait, if you will. Triple Up. Ken Tohill, currently 6-5 on the board. First Prairie Meadows start of his career at odds currently of 6-5. There's the 8 horse. Al's Romeo. Al's Romeo's been popular at the claiming box. He's been claimed in 2 out of his last 3 starts. 25,000, then 30,000. He was halted out of that race. He won the $25,000 race for 30. He had the lead turning for home. This gave way late at Oaklawn Park. Tried Allowance Company there. Probably a little bit too steep a competition for him, at least on that day. Alfredo Triana Jr. has the mount on Al's Romeo for Lane Johnson. Al's Romeo's been here before. He has a win in 4 Prairie Meadows races. Outside post position for Al's Romeo, currently on the board at odds of 9-2. He is the second choice on the board currently. 4 horse is Vale. Vale coming off a 3rd place finish at odds of just a tick below 5-2. Glenn Corbett was aboard that day, faced similar competition. Was 3rd turning for home and could do no better than 3rd. But that was his first start in a couple of months. We'll see if this one is ready to go here today. Dwayne Loy trains Vale. Vale, 1 win already this year. First start of the year for Vale, coming at Will Rogers Downs way back in the early days of February. Vale and Glenn Corbett currently on the board at 14-1. We are 14 minutes away from post time for race number 6. The track condition is fast. It's the late double coming up next. Superfecta wagering, trifecta as well. The trifectas, as they always do, have a 50-cent minimum. 13 minutes until post time. Race 6, the penultimate race of the day, is next.
Horses for the 6th race are coming onto the track. This race at 6 furlongs, no program changes. Here's the field for race 6. 1 Triple Up, Ken Tohill. 2 Where's the Loot, Daniel Vergara. 3 Tall Cool One, Alberto Pusac. 4 Vale, Glenn Corbett. 5 Legacy Account, Ronnie Huckabee. 6 Hicko, Walter Dela Cruz. 7 Zadaka, Alex Berzer. And 8 Al's Romeo, Alfredo Triana Jr. 6 minutes to post.
Minutes. 5 minutes until post time. Triple Up, the one horse, maintains the role of favoritism at this point. 7-5 on the board for Triple Up. Ken Tohill has the mount on Triple Up. Triple Up's first Prairie Meadows start, currently 7-5. The 2 horse in the white cap, Where's the Loot? Galloping by, Where's the Loot? Daniel Vergara has the mount on Where's the Loot? Where's the Loot has made 6 starts also this year, those coming at Turf Paradise. There's another Turf Paradise horse. Beware. They've done very well this weekend. Last 2 horse starts for Where's the Loot have been on the grass. Of course, there's no grass course here. On the dirt for Where's the Loot today. Currently 10-1 on the board. On the bottom toward the rail there, that's the 5 horse Legacy Account. Legacy Account will have Ronnie Huckabee in the irons. Currently 7-2 on the board for Legacy Account. Ran a bang-up race last time out. First Prairie Meadows start of his career. Actually dueled throughout the stretch, gave way grudgingly in the final 16th of mile, but did hold on to finish in second. Legacy Account, second try over the Prairie Meadows Oval. We'll watch Legacy Account today go postward, at least at this point, at odds of 7-2, and he is currently the second favorite on the board with 4 minutes until post time. This final daily double opportunity of the afternoon. We'll take a look at one more horse before we sign off for this one. There's Tall Cool One in the blue cap. Tall Cool One is 14-1. Last year, the horse left Prairie Meadows, headed west to Denver. Ran in some Colorado bred stakes races at Arapahoe Park, including one of them a convincing win at odds of 3-5, one off by 15 1/4 lengths. First start of the year for Tall Cool One. Tall Cool One has been working here and working a relatively consistent workout pattern last time out. Last workout, second best of 5 to work the 5 furlongs for trainer Riley Parsons. 3 minutes until post time, last daily double of the afternoon. Good luck at race 6.
Horses have reached the gate. It's post time. Set to load for race 6. Triple Up goes in. Here's Legacy Account. Where's the Loot? Tall Cool One. Hicko. Zadaka. Vale. Waiting on Al's Romeo. They're all in line. And they're off. Triple Up hung up in the start and was last early on. Al's Romeo quick from the outside gate. Legacy Account showing speed, and Hicko between those two. Where's the Loot is riding the rails in the 4th spot and only 2.5 behind the dueling leaders. Zadaka outside of him. Vale has about 4.5 lengths to make up, and he's splitting horses already on the move. Back markers are Triple Up and Tall Cool One as they pass the half-mile pole. Legacy Account just to the inside of Hicko. They're just heads apart as they move for the far turn, and Al's Romeo is stalking on the outside 3rd. Vale has moved to 4th. Zadaka's in that 2nd flight, and so is Where's the Loot, who's going to need racing room. He's stuck down on the inside with 4 lengths to make up. Triple Up is starting to gain ground from the back of the pack as he's trying to weave his way through between runners. Hicko, Al's Romeo kick on. Legacy Account in deep water's got to dig down and find more. 3 of them still right across the track. Legacy Account has found more. He's back in front at the 8th pole. Hicko trying to get past him once again. Vale looking for a seam down along the fence. Outside, Where's the Loot closing, but Legacy Account is fending him off. Legacy Account to get it done. Tight for the minors between Where's the Loot, Hicko, and Vale. Unofficial winner 5, Legacy Account. There's a photo for the place and show positions.
Legacy Account wins race number 6 by a length and a quarter or so, but then it gets interesting. 3-way photo for 2nd and 3rd.
Photo shows 2, Where's the Loot finishing 2nd, 3rd, 6, Hicko, 4th, 4, Vale. Returning to the winner's circle 5, Legacy Account. 5-year-old dark bay or brown gelding by Den's Legacy out of Liquor Account. He's owned by Jimmy Skinner. Winning trainer is Scott Quarterman. The winning rider, Ronnie Huckabee. Legacy Account, bred in Oklahoma by Silver Wings Ranch Limited. Running time was 1:09 and 4. The results are official. Exacta $42.40, Quinella $22.20, Trifecta $65.05. The double paid $19.40. The pick three $12.60. The dime super $30.76. Up next, today's seventh and final live race, scratch numbers 2, 8, and 9. Race 7 offers super high five wagering. There's a carryover of $9,501 in the jackpot pool. Post time in 20 minutes.
Race 7 coming up in 12 minutes. 12 minutes until post time for race number 7. The 7th race. Current favorite on the board right now is the 7-horse Wreaking Havoc. We can tell you that there will be no winner, no single ticket winner in the jackpot pick 5. The carryover will be north of $25,000 when we resume racing on Friday night with a first post at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, the jackpot super high 5. We come into this night with a carryover of $9,501, so that pool is growing. The 7-horse currently on the board, and this race, by the way, is for fillies and mares who have not won a race in their last 6 months or have never won 3 races. We've got 3 scratches in here. We scratched the 2, we scratched the 8, and we scratched the 9. The 2, the 8, and the 9. They are all scratched from race number 7. That's the 1 horse on the left-hand side of your screen, Nala D for Brandy Fett. Nala D this year's made 4 starts. One of them here showed some speed. Certainly ran a credible race, was there most of the way. Finished in 4th, beaten by less than 3 lengths in that 6-horse field. Brandy Fett's barn is certainly coming around this past weekend. Glenn Corbett has the mount on the 6-1 currently, Nala D with 10 minutes until post time. There's the 3-horse. That's My Maybelline. My Maybelline on the left-hand side of your screen, the gray. She is currently 2-1 and has assumed the role of the favorite currently, My Maybelline. Walter Dela Cruz has had a day. Walter Dela Cruz has won a couple of races. Kelly Martinez trains My Maybelline. This filly has been campaigning over at Fauner Park in Grand Island, trying allowance company there. This is a $7,500 claimer. Drops in price for this one. We'll see if this is the proper level for My Maybelline. Currently 5-2 on the board. The 7-horse Wreaking Havoc maintains the role now of the 2-1 favorite. The horses, they're headed to the walking ring. They'll be on the track momentarily. Jockeys and trainers await them there. Post time for the finale is 10 minutes. Super high 5, jackpot north of $10,000 in this one. Again, the pick 5 will not be won. There will be no single ticket. We will carry over $25,000 until Friday night when we resume racing at 6. Glad you've been with us here this afternoon. Good luck in the finale. Post time for race number 7 is coming up in 9 minutes.
Horses for the 7th race are coming onto the track. This race at 5 furlongs, scratch numbers 2, 8, and 9. This race offers super high 5 wagering. There's a carryover of $9,501 in the jackpot pool. Here's the field for race 7. 1, Nala D, Glenn Corbett, 3, My Maybelline, Walter de la Cruz. 4, Pop's Reward, Ken Tohill. 5, Motown Oh My, Israel Hernandez. 6, Gotta Love Life, Ronnie Huckabee. And 7, Wreaking Havoc, Daniel Vergara. 6 minutes to post. Horses have reached the gate. It's post time. At the gate for the 7th. Nala D goes in. Motown Oh My. My Maybelline. Gotta Love Life. Pop's Reward. Waiting on Wreaking Havoc. They're all in line. And they're off. And a blast away for Motown Oh My. She outbroke the field and quickly opens up a 2.5, 3-length lead on Gotta Love Life. Pop's Reward is third down along the inside, then My Maybelline Wreaking Havoc moving outside of her, and Nala D last of the 6 for the run into the far turn. Motown Oh My is showing the way, but her lead is shrunk to only a length as Gotta Love Life inches a little closer from the outside. These two well clear of the others. Wreaking Havoc on the move while 3 wide, now taking the 3rd spot, going better than Pop's Reward. My Maybelline trying to close from between runners. Nothing yet from Nala D as they come toward the top of the stretch. Motown Oh My joined by Gotta Love Life as they make the turn for home. Gotta Love Life outside, Motown Oh My inside. These two right together with a furlong to run. My Maybelline is trying to close in from 3rd, and she is making ground on the leaders, but it's Gotta Love Life who takes over. My Maybelline surging late on the outside, but too late to get Gotta Love Life, who just held by a neck, beating My Maybelline, Motown Oh My, Wreaking Havoc, and Nala D, who was 5th. Results unofficial. Winner 6, Gotta Love Life. Second 3, My Maybelline. Third 5, Motown Oh My. Fourth 7, Wreaking Havoc. Fifth was number 1, Nala D. Returning toward the winner's circle is number 6, Gotta Love Life. A 4-year-old dark bay or brown filly by Sharp Azteca out of a Brush of Beauty. She's owned by Robert Hoops, winning trainer Travis Murphy, and the winning rider Ronnie Huckabee. Gotta Love Life, bred in Iowa by her owner. Congratulations to Iowa-bred Gotta Love Life in winning in open company today. Running time was 58-3. Results are official. Exacta $70, Quinella $35.20, Trifecta $65.55, Dime Super $40.84, Double $74.20, Pick 3 $47.45. Pick 3 $47.45, Pick 4 $122.20, the Pick 5 $594.65. Super high five today, $75.16. The jackpots were not hit in the Pick 5 or Super high five. Pick 5 jackpot up to $25,012. Super high five jackpot now $10,403. Those jackpots carry over to Friday's card. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up today's live racing program. Reminder that Prairie Meadows remains open into the night for full card simulcasting, sports betting, and casino action. Live racing resumes on Friday. First post on Friday is 6 p.m. On behalf of the staff and management here at Prairie Meadows, have a great remainder of your Memorial Day weekend. And our thanks to the Connections of Gotta Love Life for donating to Thoroughbred Aftercare.